I'd like to introduce you to a free website service called Weebly. You go to www.weebly.com, you enter your name, your email, make a password, and you can sign up. Now down here it says, why do over 12 million people and businesses use Weebly? Well, I think they've got some good reasons. One of them is there's this drag and drop website builder, so it's very easy to just decide what element you want on a page and drop it in there. There's an easy blogging mechanism. They host the service, in other words they look after it for you. You can have hundreds of professional themes, so you can pick different styles for your website, and they've got multimedia features, so you can have videos, etc. If I go to some of their pages, here are some of these features. They've got the hosting service, so they hold it for you, so that saves you a lot of headache. The support is good. Everything I've ever asked them they've responded to. The blogging I haven't really used myself, but if you want to do a blog, I understand it's very easy. Photo galleries and slideshows, very interesting, very nice, very slick. Video and audio players, superb. They have an image editor. It's fairly basic, but within the limits of that is quite good. It's not a photo editor, but it will do images for you. If you get the pro version, bearing in mind that I've been doing this for free, although I have got pro accounts with it, you can get detailed traffic statistics, and there are more things there. They also have a little demo that they run, and it takes about 2 minutes for them to rush through and show you some of these features. I'm going to actually apply them, so I'll take a little bit longer. Here, for example, are some of these professional themes, and you can just pick one, and then later on you can change the pictures and the text and styles and stuff like that. And you can always go back and re-edit it, but if you put it in a format where your pictures are horizontal or the text is laid out differently, it may alter the whole shape of your site and it may end up getting messy. So it's nice if you pick a theme to start with. You can track your traffic and watch the statistics and see who's sending you traffic. So I'll go back here to their home page. As I say, name, email, password, and sign up. It does this annoying thing where it wants to know we're human. I think that's right. That's to check that we're not just a bot. We want a title for it, and we'll call it demo site. We'll make it a type and make it personal and continue. Now the way that you normally get started is to use a subdomain of Weebly. Now this domain name is your website name. The usual thing that people have is this hypertext transfer protocol on the World Wide Web with a website name here that ends up being .com or .net or .org or .uk or whatever, and they offer these ones. If you want the free one, use the Weebly one. So we'll call this Ian Demo Site. Okay, it'll then check to see if that's available, and we can continue. So up comes a blank site, and it's given us instructions. Drag these elements onto our page. Well, the way that I normally do this is, these are elements you can drop into your website, so you can put in text or paragraphs, graphs and pictures, or pictures. I normally start with the design, and then there are a lot of designs here you can choose. Let's pick this one with a cherry tree just for the hell of it. And there is our site with a photograph of a painting of a cherry tree at the top. The next thing I would want to do is to add pages, so I go to the page editor. And obviously we only have one page, which is our home page. We'll then add pages. So this could be about me, so I'll call that bio. And it takes me straight to that page to edit it. I want to go back to pages, add another page, and this could be contact me. I'll keep adding pages here just to give you an idea. Each time you get a new page, you just type in the title of it. We could now put photos add page. I want to add sub pages, so let's see how that goes. Let's have photos about animals, and let's have photos of plants. And what I'm going to do now is subcategorize these pages. This layout for our web pages is flat. You link to all these from that home page, as you'll see in a minute. But I want to make these two sub pages. So I will simply drag it to the right, and now animals and plants come up under photos, and I still have a new page that I haven't used yet. So my home page will link to these pages. So let's go to any page and click edit the page. There it is, there's our demo site. And the first thing to drop in would probably be some text. So we drop it in, and we can bang in here whatever we want. Welcome to my website. And then we want some text in there, so I'll just grab some text from somewhere and paste it in there. If you then wanted to add, say, a picture, you can drop it down. You can see these orange indicator bars that tell you where you're dropping it. If I wanted it above that, I could stick it in there. And then it says click here to edit, so you click on it and you can upload a photo from your computer. So if I go to my desktop, I have some pictures. Go to thumbnails, stick in those flowers, say open. Now here's our first hurdle. That file is larger than 5 megabytes, so I need to upgrade to Pro or not. So here's a trick. Let's shrink that just now, get rid of that, and I'm using a thing called Photo Sizer. Now Photo Sizer I got from this site. Go to photosizer.com, that's F-O-T-O sizer.com, and you can get the free download there. This is the program I've downloaded. I'll go to my photos folder and I'll drop in something. I could actually drop in them all. Let's do that just to let you see it. Let's take a whole folder of photos and drop them in there. And then I can set them to preset sizes. I happen to know that Weebly doesn't like things much over 1024 by 768. So I'll say okay, that's the size, and then we've got a whole batch of photos there, and we go start, and I need to specify my folder to put them in, which should be on my desktop, resized, there, and start. So that will now resize these, so I'll just pause the video just now. Okay, let's try uploading a photograph now. I'll go to my desktop and I'll go to the resized images, view thumbnails, and we'll stick in that hill and go open, and you can see it's uploading the file, and that will end up in there. Okay, so we've now added a photo. We can resize that just by clicking on it and changing it around. So that's a picture and that's some text. Now if we wanted, say we wanted to make a link, we can highlight any piece of text and then use this little editing menu to create a link and paste in there something like and then say open that link in a new window, which also keeps my website open. You can also link internally to any of the pages you've got on your website, and we go save. So that word lectus has now changed colour. I'll also make it bold, and I'll change it colour again, make it black so that it really stands out. So that thing there is now a link, and that will link to my other website. Now we can add in title text on its own, paragraph on its own, or the two combined, or we can add a video. Now that's only available with Pro, but there are other ways around that. If you go to multimedia, you can embed a YouTube video. So let's find something on YouTube. And let's just grab the first video that we see. There's Leonard Cohen, that'll do nicely, and we'll share that. Control C to copy, pause Leonard doing that, back to our Weebly creator, find a space, drag in a YouTube video, we'll just stick it in the top just now, click on it, paste in the YouTube video URL with Control V, and when you click anywhere else that video will come up, and there's that Leonard Cohen thing, and that we can push that and that will play. Now you can see that I'm getting kind of untidy here because I'm piling things up on top of each other. So if we go back to basic elements, we can have multiple columns, and then we can drag the elements into these multiple columns. So we put the video on the right, and we'll drag that one of my picture into the left, and you can actually still size those up and down with that drag bar in the middle. So we've now got a video that will actually link to YouTube and play. So although you can't get videos in the Pro version, you can post them to YouTube and play them that way. If you want to put in custom HTML, you can do that. You just drag it down. You've got to know what you're doing with HTML, or find an HTML generator to do that. Let's go to a different page. I can actually go pages and then go to a page, or I can click on any pages I've got. Let's go to photos, and we're now on the photo page and it's empty. If we go to multimedia, here's a handy thing for photographers. Drop in a photo gallery. Okay, now watch this. Click here to upload images. There's a bunch of resized images, and I can highlight them all by going Control A and just open them, and you can see it's uploading file after file after file after file, and because I've resized them it's fairly quick. I can still move these around, so I can put all the same sized ones on the same lines and tidy it up that way, or I could edit them to be the same size in the first place. And a whole stack of images going in there. Okay, I'll cancel that now. And I can click on any picture and move it around, as I said. So let's move that skinny one down out the way. Just stick it in the middle there. Okay, so that's a gallery uploaded very, very quickly. That's a fantastic feature. Let's go to another page. We'll go to photos of animals, and this time we'll add in a slideshow, and it's the same technique. We'll pick one as is the thumbnails on the bottom and say continue. Drag photos here. So all I'm going to do is drag in some of my resized photos. I'll just select a bunch of them, drop them in there. There we go. And I got it right that time. I didn't the first time. And you can see these starting to upload. So again, it's the same type of thing. I shouldn't have added too many there, except this time this will work as a slideshow. So I can still add them and I can still edit them. When I go save, it's still uploading images in the background, but that is now a slideshow, and it even works. This will work automatically, so this will come up on your website and these images will go through. Let's quickly publish it. Now when you go for register a new domain, that's when you pay, and it's relatively inexpensive. I'm not going to look at it's telling me it's published, and it's telling me that the .com version is available, which I don't want. If I close that, I will see my sites, and I can also open that in a new tab, and there it is. This is the actual published working site. So there, in 15 minutes flat I've made a website. Let's look at these photos because I want to see the slideshow working before they run out of video. Now with that slideshow I've got some additional controls, and what I've done is just click on it to get those controls, and it can show thumbnails, numbers or none. We can put the navigation panel on the left if we wish. Transition style, fade or slide or whatever. Autoplay goes on. Show the controls, yes, and the advanced we can set the time. So let's make that 3 seconds, and it's as simple as that. And then publish, ignore. There's the publish site, F5 to update, and there you can see our slideshow working. So there's our home page with the pictures on it. Let's have a look at the video. I'm not sure that you'll be getting the music coming through the headphones, but that is a working video. There's the text we put in, there's the picture we put in. I'm finding this panel a bit big, so I'll go back to my website, and in terms of the design there, go to the pages and I'll select that size and then edit the page, and as you can see that's shrunk that tree down a bit, so that gives me a bit more space. I'd have to do that with every page now, but I'm starting to build up this hierarchy of pages here. If I go back to elements, that's your basic elements. Multimedia elements, photo gallery, slideshow and YouTube videos. They've also got maps. You can drop in a map. That's nice and simple. So if you had somewhere that you wanted to show how to get to you can drop in your map and you can key in. It should actually ask where you want to be, and you could say perhaps and it will work that out. There's Edinburgh, and you can zoom out on it. I haven't tried Kinross, but it should be possible to set that. So that's a quick introduction to how to make a site. You've also got revenue, so you can add Google AdSense. You need to look into that, but people that click on your site and buy products through Google AdSense, it should be specific to your site in that it will look at the keywords on your site, and there are some more there. There's a contact form, so if we just shove one in down the bottom somewhere, oh there, it's gone in there, okay, and you can edit that and change it. That will automatically email directly to your email address, but it doesn't show your email address on screen, so that's a nice safe way to do it. You obviously want to change that text to say contact me, and then you can save the form, and that's done. So it's all so easy. It just is so easy to do.